Hi, my name is Ben Hoey. I'm a student here at West Ottawa Public Schools. Here at West Ottawa, we have an amazing arts program that ranges from visual to performing and applied arts. So I decided to highlight that program and interview one of the amazing teachers involved with that program here. This is The Arts. So here today, I'm with Mr. Mike Hammond. Mr. Mike Hammond, thanks for being here.
Great, good to spend time.
Do you want to tell us about what your position is exactly with the band and with the arts in general at West Ottawa?
Sure. Yep, I teach high school band, so my job includes jazz band, that's 0 hour, then the high school marching band, which includes our regular high school band class, which is all brass and woodwind players, 4th hour, and our advanced percussion class, which is 5th hour. And then I also conduct our 3rd high school band, which is our concert band. So then, in addition to that, I teach one class of 6th grade woodwinds over at Mac Bay, and then I'm also serving as our music department chairperson.
So kind of with all of that, it's a lot of work. How long have you been involved in music personally?
Personally, wow, I started in 6th grade band, so 30-some years ago. Many, actually, yeah, pushing 40 years ago maybe.
What instrument did you start on?
Saxophone.
Saxophone. What was it that necessarily drew you into the saxophone?
A combination of things. One, I'd seen a lot of people play the saxophone on TV, and I thought it was cool. It's maybe not a real high-level idea or reason for starting on that instrument, but I thought that might be nice. I also was interested in the trumpet, and kind of funny story is I tried on the trumpet. I tried to play that in 6th grade and failed miserably. It was awful. And so the band director said, yeah, why don't you try something else? And so saxophone ended up being a good choice for me.
All right. And so you said you played saxophone since you were in 6th grade.
Yep.
Did you play all the way through high school, pretty much?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of just involved with what we have here?
Sure, yep.
So what exactly drove you to become an educator and devote your life to music?
Oh, wow. Well, I started teaching some private lessons to some beginners when I was in the end of my 11th grade year and through my senior year. And just getting to work one-on-one with some students. There was actually one particular student that I could name the student for you, but he was going through a real difficult family situation at the time, and he was really struggling, and just personally. And we were working on whatever the saxophone concept was, which I can't remember because it's not the important part of the story. But this student, we worked on it for a couple of weeks, and he was chipping away at it, getting a little better, but really didn't have a breakthrough. But the 3rd week that we worked on this concept, he had a major breakthrough. And the look on his face of like, wow, I accomplished something, and I got it figured out. I can do this. And you could see that it meant more to him as a person than just that stupid little saxophone concept, but that actually it gave him some sense of accomplishment while he and his family were dealing with, real stuff. And I thought, wow, if I could spend my life at least trying to do something for other people where they could find some joy through music making, then that's what I want to devote my life to.
So is that what kind of gets you out of bed in the morning, is just having that chance to impact kids' lives? Is that, like I said, is that what kind of gets you out of the bed in the morning?
Definitely, yeah. And the thing that's challenging, but that you grow to understand as a teacher as you go along through your career, is that you make every effort to try to do as much as you can for students. Some days you maybe do very little, and maybe it is, hey, just the music stuff, and hopefully things went well. And then other times, and you don't always know when that is, just like any other student. We talk about the anti-bullying training week. You reach out and you try to do things for other people, never knowing whether or not it's going to have an impact. And sometimes when you least expect it, someone comes to you later and says, hey, when you said this, that really meant something to me. That really helped me out. And so it's a cool type of a scenario.
So do you believe the arts in general, like including band, choir, orchestra, performing arts, applied arts, all of that, do you think that it has a dramatic impact on the lives of other people, not necessarily involved?
Certainly, I think it can, and again, for those of us who are involved in it, whether it's the fine arts, visual arts, and so forth, or performing arts, it's a great form of self-expression. In high school, at least when most of us go through high school, there's just lots of stuff that we deal with, and to be able to express that in a socially acceptable manner through your instrument or on, on paper or with sculpture. It's just a great way to do that. And then hopefully that speaks to the people that are our audience, whether the people that go to a presentation at an art gallery or an art show, or people who go to a concert.
What kind of impact do you think the fine arts, visual arts, and performing arts have had on West Ottawa as a school district?
It's tough for me to gauge because I'm in it and involved in it. But I think that it has provided a lot of great opportunities for students to find their voice through the creative process and their performance process. And I think it's been a source of pride. I feel as though it has been a source of pride. I'm told it is from the school district, from upper level administration, and it's something that the community supports tremendously. We have people who donate good sums of money and who come to performances and support them and speak very well of what we're trying to do with the students.
So what do you think, what is one of the most important things you want people to know about arts here at West Ottawa?
I think probably the most important thing to know is that we've got some great students who are doing some amazing work. When I get a chance to go speak to administration or community members, I tell them frequently, it would be great if you could come into the classroom and see how hard these students work. There's a commitment to the craft of trying to make music, of trying to achieve excellence that frankly is quite impressive. There are some, you hear folks, whether it's the media or whatever, say, well, teenagers and they complain about this or whatever, millennials. But I've worked with students for over a quarter of a century now, and the hard work that goes on a daily basis in this classroom, I think people would be stunned. And I'm so proud of my students for the work that they do, and have a blast working with them on a daily basis. Mr.
Hammond is just one of the amazing teachers and staff involved with the arts program here at West Ottawa. I hope this helps to give you a closer look into what the arts are here. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day.